Hello everyone, this is Roxanne Grinage. It's August 21st, Friday, 2009. I'm a 9-year demonstrator of an invention of business method which raises quality of life by demonstrating that when standard access to administrative services are available contingently that guard and protect rights of ownership to a previously unseen, unmeasured, and unaccommodated worldwide population of disadvantaged creators, quality of life is raised because fair entry into competitive processes that cause exposure and earnings opportunities are made. The industries are education, litigation, entertainment, technology, engineering, military, defense, 12-step recovery, synergy intent, life experience, mentorship, and it's endless. Advertising, and so on. Every industry or market you could possibly think of or imagine that is quality of life impacting. It's Friday, August 21st, 2009. This is Roxanne Grinage. I'm founder of HireLyrics.org. Victims of corrupt family court unite to sue for personal assets of criminal custody master attorneys, social workers, children's protective services, and other people who use their so-called professional positioning and political influence to victimize, consume, engorge themselves, and guarantee themselves income based on consuming our children, American children's futures, blocking educational opportunities, and putting them deliberately in the highest risk for situations for personal, physical, emotional injuries, and dooming them to a life of poverty, ignorance, street crime, or disability. American family victims of corrupt family court machine unite to sue for personal assets of corrupt custody attorneys and ethical social workers who are engorged by consuming the future careers and work product contributions of American children. A landmark Supreme Court class action will solicit accountability for damages of lost educational opportunities, physical and emotional personal injuries, and disabilities caused by politically advantaged, corrupt family court custody and support master attorneys who grow fatter by consuming the futures of American children who otherwise would be U.S. economy, careers, and product contributors. This is Roxanne Grinage. We are going to show through our administrative services and how we have demonstrated standard access to documenting rights of ownership, how our children and our families' right to determine our own destiny and our freedom to pursue our constitutional right to the pursuit of happiness is being violated. We are being assaulted and attacked by people who come under the guise of so-called professionals who, in order to report them or discipline them, they are self-managing and they are corrupt. They form relationships which exclude us, and which it's a class, it's an attack of one class upon another. So we are inviting, me, Roxanne Grinage, as the owner of HireLyrics, is inviting any victim of the family court system, anyone who has, anyone, we've been doing this, so we developed and demonstrated to the President's executive offices an administrative solutions tool for the purpose of identifying the people who really need the stimulus money. We turned our data over for various market impacting industries, and we're demonstrating now how the corrupt, unaccountable family court system here in America has become so machine-like, so pompous, and so arrogant as to believe that as such that the unethical, dishonest, criminal custody master, support master, bar attorneys, social workers feel like believe that there will never be any consequences for the lives that they destroy, for their actions. Because these attacks affect American families on a personal level and destroy us personally, we are going to seek first Supreme Court scrutiny to achieve damages, judgments, to attach the perpetrators, the criminals, the ones who perpetrated the crimes against us, regardless of what their professional title is. If they abducted our children, if our children were harmed in the care of so-called foster families that are unscrutinized, if they were given medications like Ritalin, if they were raped, if they were beat, if they were blocked from the best educational opportunities by putting them in the home of ignorant, illiterate people, if they contributed to welfare fraud and stolen earned income credit, or if they enacted another mechanized machine against us in a way to intimidate the protector family from speaking out against their kid. In other words, if they made fraudulent IRS charges on us, or enacted that IRS machine, or somehow just tampered with our ability or thwarted our ability to get Social Security. That's another machine, Social Security Administration. Or in any way abuse the good-spirited, good-willed intent of any federal money that's sent our way. If they in any way abuse it or pervert it, as it's just overwhelmingly documented that they have, we are going to seek not accountability to the system, but to each and every politically positioned, politically favored abuser, so-called professional, including attorneys, social workers, anyone who used their authority or positioning to cause us personal harm. Okay, and we're going to seek attachments. We're going to get orders first, and then we're going to seek attachments of their bank accounts and attachments of their cars and their homes and so on, their property, their real estate. And we're not going to stop until some court hears us, and it's going to span every state. It's going to the federal level because this is about federal funding. Okay, and our lives are our lives and the lives of our children and the future possible product contributions of our children and careers contributions that are being snuffed out are simply immeasurable. Okay, I want you to you can go to www.HireLyrics.org. There's a page there, Victims of Corrupt Family Court Unite, Sue for Personal Assets of Criminal Custody Master Attorneys. If you don't want to read all that stuff there, you can just scroll down to the bottom. There's a response form there where you could submit your administrative horror story. I don't care what it's about. Right now HireLyrics is an internet company and demonstrates standard access. So it could be about transitional housing, how you got ripped off living in a recovery house because you were an addict or someone didn't take you seriously. Just put in there, if you couldn't be there to speak for yourself, what would you want the world to know about how you and your family were victimized by a machine-like system or process? Does someone who could do something about your assault, job loss, theft, or separation of children from you, or oppressive child support or other victimization, turn a blind eye and lose or mess up your paperwork and reports that otherwise get other people benefits from existing systems and processes? This is our demonstration of the value of the U.S. Citizens Control Public Search Incident Reporting Docket Thread Database. This is going to be a citizens reporting, publicly available, that we are going to ask the current presidential administration and every presidential administration, anybody, any jurisdiction who has any say over what happens to federal funding, to make sure that these corrupt professionals that are positioned in authority, that are unchallenged and unaccountable, must look at and timestamp and determine, take responsibility for having seen the incident reporting plugged in by citizens into this database, so that we being American families do not have to continue suffering perpetual, multiple, and ongoing victimizations by machine-like processes.